there are certain traits that come with a woman who has lived a promiscuous lifestyle. There are a bunch of studies out there that show that a woman who has had multiple partners have difficulties pair bonding with a man later on in life. And when I say a man, I mean a single solitary man, a man that she is going to entrust her life to.
Monogamous.
Yeah, monogamy. She's going to have difficulty settling down with that one man because she's, you know what I'm saying? She's kind of been exposed. She's laid down and had soul ties with a bunch of men, and she's had experiences with a bunch of men that it's going to make it difficult because she's going to always be socially comparing the men she's been with in the past to the man she's with now.
Okay, so guess what? That also opens another door. So that also depends if she found herself, if she healed from traumas. You can heal from that now. As far as dealing with people of the past, that's something. Now, some people do take trauma from different situations and never learn from it. So that could be a problem down the line. But if you sit there and analyze why it went down this way, why the way you reacted, and why you took that trait and it changed you into whomever, that's a little different. Now, if you figure it out and heal your traumas and heal things from the past, because everybody has a new life. Everybody can start a new life. It could be a new person, but you have to understand what happened in your past life to move forward.
Right. And that's the feminist notion. That is the feminist notion. This idea that they can kind of, go and have indiscriminate sex with multiple men and then kind of just hit the reset button, get back out there and start a new life. Which I said, it's a possibility, but is it probable? The thing about women is women live in the land of possibilities. Okay? When you have to start looking at things, probability, the percentage. Now, let me tell you from a man's point of view, marrying a hoe is analogous. It's the same as buying a brand new car with high mileage. Okay? Eventually that car is going to break down and you're going to have some problems in the long run. Straight up.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to understand from the man's point of view, women are out here telling us what type of man they want. They want them strong. They want them tall. They want them six pack. They want them to be confident. We know what y'all standards are for us, but y'all are completely tone deaf and oblivious to what the standards that we require of you. And one of those main factors are we don't want no floozy. We don't want no town coochie. So, and the thing about it is, will you find a man that will wife a whore up? Sure, you will. But unfortunately, that's going to be the type of man that woman is not going to admire nor respect.
Right.
And she'll have to settle for that man, and then she'll ultimately resent that man because he's a weak beta male. And he wasn't the first pick. So my thing is, what you got to start encouraging your sisters to do is marry either make their choices early, choose to marry young instead of going out there giving up all their value, all their beauty while they're young, because you're at the peak of your negotiation power when you're young, when you still fertile, young, pure, still have a lot of value, very vivacious. You're at the peak of your negotiation power at that age. But the more you age, the more you get older, there's a fine, hot, beautiful thing hitting the market every year. There's a whole
But I also feel like if it comes to a woman who is promiscuous, that also stems from her childhood or something that has happened to her, because no woman should just be out here
But the
throwing the
world,
cat
but
like
but you got to understand, the world don't owe you understanding. If I was a weird ass nigga with some fucking long ass white tee and I came up to you and I was trying to get your number, you think you gonna stop and consider and say, well, that man's probably been through something. Let me give him a shot. Are you gonna actually sit down and listen to my life story and hear me out? Or are you gonna make a quick judgment? I mean, people make face value judgments. Women make the face value judgments with men. We make face value judgment with women. So if you look like a hoe, you talk like a hoe, she's a hoe. We not even go. You may not even be a hoe, but people make judgment calls. And unfortunately, a lot of men today, we can't directly tell y'all, hey, we don't like that type of behavior, because what's the first thing y'all say as soon as we call that shit out? Oh, you being toxic. He being controlling. He being this. Oh, because we don't want you dressing like a hoe and hanging out with your hoe friends. We being toxic and controlling? Really?
Now that's true because I'm gonna be honest. I'm not very out there, so to speak. But the men that I've dated, the very few that I have dated, there's like, yo, I've had somebody, an ex, tell me like, yo, your homegirl's a hoe,
Yeah.
and I don't want you out there with your homegirl because she a hoe,
There you go.
and I'm afraid for you to go out there because she a hoe.
Yeah. Well, I mean, because
So
like I said,
I
yeah,
understand that perspective.
that's what I'm saying. I mean, you understand that perspective, but most women will completely disregard that man's concern about his woman. You got to understand, men, we are biologically designed to protect and provide. So sometimes that's gonna, men, we're designed to protect. We're designed to protect y'all, and even if that means protect y'all from yourselves.
Mm.
And sometimes women, y'all find yourselves, especially with the type of company you keep, you find yourself in very precarious situations that it heightens the chance of some sort of infidelity.
Mm.
But we can't tell y'all that because y'all call us controlling because we simply want you not to be in a situation that may compromise the relationship.
Now that is true. I do agree with that. I agree. A lot of women don't take that, and they feel like you are being controlling if you do make that statement or
Yeah.
so on.